Good morning, welcome back to Estonia. Today we're going to Finland, which is way over there. And we're taking a ferry, so let's go. So when I booked the ticket, you basically just choose the time and then there's a couple of different, cruise lines. So here there's Viking and Echuro. My ferry is Echuro. No reason apart from just the time that I booked. It's 10:55 now and it says that the boarding's gonna close at 11:30, so half an hour before, so don't be late. And also you need to go to the desk and check in to get an actual ticket. Welcome on board. Huge ferry, definitely bigger than the ones I have in the Thames, but let's go to Finland. There were so many cars and lorries and trucks and vans and people getting on and off, but it just goes to Estonia, Finland. Estonia, like, it just goes back and forward. I'm just gonna relax while everyone else gets on, and then when we leave the port, I'm gonna go and look around the ship because it's pretty big. It's tiny compared to cruise ships, but for a ferry it's huge. My ticket was £25, which is like 30 euros, so it's pretty cheap. And there are different options, so you can get a cabin, there's like special lounges, you can also have food and stuff, but it's only 2 hours, so it's not that expensive, but it's just not worth it. It's only 2 hours. I did used to work in entertainment on cruise ships for a few years, so I do have my sea legs, but it's a little bit strange being on the ship again. Let's go and explore this ship. Let's call it a ship. As you can see, there are cabins here. Cabins are not that expensive, but it's just not worth it for 2 hours. But if we look at the deck plan, so we're on the Finlandia and we're on deck 7. So let's go up. Let's go right to the top. Hopefully you can hear me, it's not too windy, but if you've never been on a cruise before, you need to do a cruise. If anything, just do it for the views, but cruising is so much fun, and it's not only for old people. It used to be, but it's not anymore. I could tell you so many facts about working on a cruise ship. Number one is the captain does not steer the ship. He never does, it's the first officer. And two, this is a life raft, not a lifeboat, life raft. And it has a little valve inside that when it hits the water, it inflates. Every crew member has a job. And the ships that I worked on, I was a commander of a life raft. That means if the ship ever went down, I was in charge of like 50, 60 guests inside a life raft. Not much going on this ship. Like I said, we're only gonna be here for 2 hours, but let's go down to deck 8. That was deck 9. Got a cafe there. Over here looks like a small casino. In the forward of the ship, this is the lounge where I started. Let's check out the aft of the ship. It's not the back of the ship, the aft of the ship. Here they have a buffet and it costs 37 euros, which is more than the ticket for the actual ferry. I'm not going to show the kids, but at the aft of the ship there's another cafe and a kids play area. I sat in the lounge for about an hour. We're about 10 minutes away from Finland. I can see it. Well, that felt like a short holiday. That was so fun. I would love to do a real cruise soon. I love cruising, but welcome to Helsinki, Finland. I took the tram to my hotel, dropped my bag off, and now let's explore Helsinki. I don't really know what to expect because I really liked Denmark and Sweden, but I wasn't so fond of Norway, so I don't know which one it's going to be like. The one big difference between Finland and the other countries in Scandinavia is they use euros, but I am noticing that it's a lot more expensive than the Baltic countries. First up today is Senate Square and Helsinki Cathedral, and I forgot my sunglasses. I think it's so interesting that every country I've been to, it has so many squares like this, and all I think about is Christmas. And yeah, I looked it up, and this is where they have the Helsinki Christmas market. I bet it's so cool, but cold. I bet it's so cold. I think I've said it every day, but I've been so lucky with the weather. Helsinki is the most north I've been. It's a little bit more north than Oslo, but the weather today is beautiful again every day. The sun is shining. Here's something crazy that I just thought about. It's amazing to think that I'm only 2 countries away from China. I cross into Russia, and then Russia borders China. Amazing. It's a million miles, but looks like we can go inside Helsinki Cathedral. Let's check it out. From the outside it's so deceiving because it looks huge, but then when you go in there it's not as big as it looks, but really cool. They're always so beautiful. There's a guy there and I swear he must have taken like 500 photos of his girlfriend. She wasn't happy, but the presidential palace is nearby, so let's check it out. And the main public transport here is trams. There it is, the presidential palace. This is only one of the president of Finland's residences. I guess he has many of them, but he lives really close to the fun fair. He's a smart man. They got an open air swimming pool. I bet it feels so good. The weather's perfect. Sky wheel, 27 euros. It takes 24 minutes to go around. That is the largest Orthodox church in Europe. It looks like an old school. Street market right here with so much Finnish food. Of course, it's seafood, a lot of fish. Here's some fun facts. Helsinki has the most public saunas out of any city in the world, and Finland has the most lakes out of any country in the world, almost 200,000 lakes. There's so many of these shared electric scooters here. So many. But after my little accident in Sweden, I'm happy to walk. This video should be called "How many churches can we find in Helsinki?" This is St. John's Church, but this one has something very interesting next to it. It doesn't look interesting right now, but in the winter this changes into a big ice rink. So nice down here, so peaceful. So many boats. Gonna head back into the city now. There's a small beach down there. There are a number of beaches that I read online around the city of Helsinki, so I bet it's super nice. I'm trying to decide which Scandinavian country I like the most. It's definitely not Norway, but Finland's a contender, you know. I'm here the whole day tomorrow, so I definitely have a verdict at the end of tomorrow, but it's so interesting to compare them. This must be the homeless park. So many drunk guys. Just one more church in this video. This is the old church. It's being guarded by some more drunk guys, so we're not gonna get too close, but that's the end of day one here in Finland. I'm gonna be here for a whole another day, so if you want to see more of Finland, then hit the like, hit the subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Now that I've been to all of the countries in Scandinavia, I'm trying to rank them in my mind. And I've been thinking about it all day. I know what number 1 is, but it's just number 2 and 3. I'm not sure yet.